Hey everyone, Summer the Starry Ascent, and I just got this in from US Games. I actually got it on Halloween, so you're getting this walkthrough a little bit late because there was no way I could get to the walkthrough right away. But I'm going to do like a first impressions, and then at the end I will do a full walkthrough. And my first impressions aren't going to cover like everything. I just really want to look at majors and the court cards. And the reason why is because that this is a pip deck and I've already kind of gone through it, but I wanted to like talk about some of the cards. So this is the Happy Halloween Tarot by Sony Graves, and the book is pretty decent, honestly. Like it's black and white, and she talks a little bit about who she is and why she chose certain names for the cards. And it's really just the court cards that are changed, the names of the rest aren't. And then she goes into the cards, and she's got a healthy amount of description in the book, in the guidebook for this. Um, and then at the end here, she has a couple of spreads that were really cute that I'll be trying out later. So that's the guidebook. It's a nice guidebook as far as I'm concerned. This is the box. I like that they give this right here. Okay, the cards themselves, actually, that's like, they're not super flimsy, but you can shuffle them in a riffle shuffle if you have longer fingers than me. I can kind of do it as long as I do it in smaller portions. Okay, this is said it was supposed to have like a glittery edging, which I don't see a glittery edging. Like I can see a dark edging, but I don't see any like glitter. And I feel like the colors on this, because she was talking about old style tarot, old style Halloween. Okay, like that's what her images are based off of, and I think her colors are too. The colors are like candy corn, like seriously, like candy corn. And like I said, these are not really in order. I do have the majors in order, and then and I have the court cards taken out, but they're not in order. I just wanted to kind of talk about them and just take a quick look before we get into the rest of the cards, okay? So let's start off with the majors. This was interesting to just go through and look at. I was trying to see, I don't know, like they don't come off as normal majors to me because of the way the cards or the way the design is done. Like they are, but they're not, okay? So the Fool, yes, totally get it. That totally rocks the Fool style, okay? Let's see if I zoom in a little bit here. There we go. Totally rocks the Fool style, right? And he's on the ball. I love the idea that he's on the ball because that kind of like rolls with things, right? It rolls with things. And he can keep his balance or not. I mean, if he's going to jump into something that he already knows, in a different direction even, this ball can go any direction. It's not like the cliff where you can just jump off. And it even like there's a lot going on in here. He doesn't have the bag. There's no bag in here, but there is a little animal that's like caution or whatever. But even it's a black cat. So I feel like that caution is like that superstitious caution. You know what I mean? Like maybe you shouldn't be so cautious. And that's really it. The backs are cool. They're fun style. Definitely Halloweeny. And I do think they're still going to be great for the darker season of the year. Like, I feel like it'll still be valid. All right, the Magician. I feel this is very magician-y. Okay, you got the above and the below. You have all the things that you're supposed to have in here, including like this little star. Is that going to be the Little Dipper? I think it might be the Little Dipper. Or is it the Milky Way? I don't know. I'm not good with astrology, but there's a reason it's here, I'm sure. And because when people do art, they do art for a very specific reason. I like the owl for wisdom sitting on top of here. Okay, the High Priestess. Okay, this is one of my favorites so far. This card is amazing. It's like she's like pulling up the veil just so you can see it, just like a tiny bit. And I love that aspect. Completely love that aspect. Plus, look at her. Isn't she fantastic? Oh my goodness. I love the design of this witchy high priestess completely. All right, here's the Empress. So what I found interesting about the Empress is these patches in the clothes. Because other Empress cards, they seem really regal. They don't seem like people who would have patches in their clothes. So I found that really interesting in this Empress. Here's the Emperor and the book. Okay, the book got me, okay? Dem de rules. How fantastic is that? I just love it. All right, here's the Hierophant. It's unique to me. It's still got the two characters, right, in here. But I don't know, it doesn't feel... I'd probably have to read the description in the book to really get the idea that she was going for here. But I feel like there's enlightenment with the candles for sure. And I'm not really sure how the two mice going in and out of the jack-o'-lantern kind of play into the Hierophant. I'd have to read the description. Let's take a look. Let's see what the Hierophant says, because you guys want to see what's in there anyways, right? You want to see how she talks about things. So let's just do the Hierophant. Candles are more than just light in the dark. They are the light. They are lit with intention of making an offering or connection to those guiding us from the other side. Okay, that's interesting, yeah. These black flame candles were lit with spiritual intentions, and they shall continue to burn as their knowledge is passed down through the generations to come. Okay, so that's really interesting about, I didn't even notice that it was black candle or black flames. Like, didn't even realize that at all. The Hierophant speaks to traditions, institutions, and cultural heritage, sometimes seen as religion itself. The Hierophant goes deeper and deals with finding guidance and direction from a trusted outside source. We can only go so far on our way. There are times where we should consult mentors or teachers. This can be an individual person or a community or a culture. This card deals with knowledge and being taught. True mentors should want their students to outgrow them eventually, but no matter how spiritually mature someone is, they are still human and therefore imperfect. It is a balancing act with our ego. At its best, the Hierophant channels heartfelt guidance, knowledge, and community. If this balance is not maintained, you face the risk of cult leaders, secretive gatekeepers, or manipulative dogma. Regardless of those possible pitfalls, I can speak today, life needs community and spiritual traditions. The Hierophant asks us to find this and to consider who we trust in order to progress. Also, who we give spiritual authority to, when, and why. Once we find ourselves the teacher to someone else, we are asked to reflect on our own intentions. This is a responsibility that should be bestowed wisely. Regardless of what kind of group we decide to surround ourselves with, we must make sure that our goodness and divinity is reflected back. Whom do we entrust with our growth? How do I guide others? When can I receive guidance from those I trust? Or how can I receive guidance from those I trust? And what traditions are worth keeping? Which ones worth changing? That's great that she gives journal prompts or, deeper introspection. So that's the Hierophant. All right, let's go on. The Lovers seems pretty lovery to me. I like the two X's on the card, almost like they've been stitched together, and the stitching coming out of either side and going to the hearts. I think that's cool. The Chariot I thought was so funny. Here's this black cat, and the mice are running for the black cat, and the black cat just, I don't know, I have a feeling of like, oh my God, where are we going? Coming from it. Even though I know that's not what it is. That's what it makes me feel like. Justice. Okay, I love this Justice card. Absolutely. I have never seen Justice quite like this, and I love it. I like the heart on one side, the brain on the other, how they are evened out like this. That's fantastic. I love this aspect of Justice. The Hermit is cute and pretty normal for a hermit. I do like his staff. I definitely like his staff. I like that the jack-o'-lantern's his light. Or her light, it's a matter, whatever. I like the whimsy, of course. Of course I like the whimsy. Wheel of Fortune, pretty standard Wheel of Fortune, just, more skeleton-y. You got the happy face down here, a sad face there, the sun and the moon. Strength I love. Here's this little tiny black cat talking about how they're a lion on the inside with the strength there. Love that, love it. And how light from the outside illuminates that strength within. That's fantastic. Here's your Hanged Man with a little bat. Here is Death. I don't know that it's my favorite death. I don't think it's my favorite death, but I like the whimsy that's in it for sure. Temperance is fun. I like the use of the jack-o'-lanterns for sure. That's really cute, honestly. Creative. Here's the Devil. I do like the Devil, but this seems like a playful devil to me. Like, here's all the candy you can have. Hee, like he's telling a joke, which is funny. But here's the teeth right here. Your teeth are gonna fall out if you eat all that candy. Oh my gosh. I love that. Okay, the tower. Pretty standard tower with the outside coming in, to tear it down. But the little ghosties coming out was a cute touch. Super cute touch. I like the star card. Star card is my favorite card in any deck pretty much. Like that's my card. But I like that this one is like leading somewhere, leading towards like if you're following a dream, if you're following hope, if you're following something. And I like that idea for sure. Here's your moon. I like the spider web that's involved in the moon here, and the moon's just kind of smiling knowingly, and there's your two wolves, right, howling at it. The sun is cute, whimsical, very jack-o'-lantern-y, and I like all the little smiley faces down here in the flowers, little jack-o'-lantern smiley faces. Judgment is funny to me. Okay, when I first saw this card, I was looking at him and all I could think about was the interaction between these two. Like he opens his coffin, he's like, "Hey, you there?" And this guy opens the coffin and goes, "Hey." That's all I could think about when I saw this card. I kid you not. I was like, "Oh my God," I just immediately started laughing. And then here is the world, which obviously is fantastic. It's got the owl for knowledge, right? And then you've got your skull, you've got your jack-o'-lantern filled with candy and your bat, and it's kind of just like all encompassing all the things. Yeah. So that's the majors, which are super fun. And I had a lot of fun with those. And then we're going to go into like the court cards because I thought the court cards were so interesting. So she does, what was it? She showed it in here. I got to go back to see it because I don't remember them off the top of my head, okay? So Ray is the king. Okay, so Ray's the king. So let's see if we do the kings. Look at these because I think they'd be fun to take a look at. So we got pages, knights, queens, and kings. Okay, moving on. Okay, so here's your page of cups. I don't really see... I don't know. This isn't my favorite page of cups. I like it. I like that it's coming out of the box. Almost like you're getting a gift, right? But I don't think it's my favorite. But I do like the idea of it. I do like the Page of Pentacles. This is so cute. Like the artistry that's in it. Of course, I'm an artist, so I'm going to appreciate the value of this and how it's trial and error. And I mean, look, they've got stuff on their face. You could tell that they're more like novice in what they're doing, which I thought was really cute for Page. I like this Page of Swords, okay? I like this Page of Swords. I don't know what it is that I like about it so much. Maybe it's just the ghost going in and out of these picture frames, like it's going in and out of something. And it's really, it's not charming. It's like, it's kind of funny. It kind of reminds me like jokish kind of humor. You know, now you see me, now you don't, or you can't catch me kind of feeling I get from it. This Page of Wands, oh yeah, perfect. I love this Page of Wands. That is so full of inspiration. It's crazy. And then we have Knight of Wands. I really like the witch that way. The witches in this are my favorite. I love the witches that come across in these and how it's just flying across the sky, just ready to go. These things are happening. This is the Page of Cups. Or no, not the page, the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups has always been like that love feeling from somebody, almost like being bombarded by love or very romantic, swept off my feet kind of stuff. And I don't really feel that in this card, not really. I like the ribbons that are kind of like entwined and it kind of gives you that overabundance of something. I guess that works for me. The Knight of Swords, definitely like this, how it's shooting up into the sky for sure. I like that. I do. I even, look at that. All the little holes that are down here in his little skirty cape stuff. Like he's been traveling for a while. And here is the Knight of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, he's hilarious. Have you ever seen the Mickey Mouse with the dancing skeletons? That's what this reminds me of. Okay, and now we're going on to queens. So, great queen. The Queen of Wands, she's amazing. Wow, look at her. What has she got? She's got some Oh, she's got these little tassels hanging off the end of her broom. Oh, I love that. It kind of gives me like a witchy Cinderella feel. Doesn't it give you a witchy Cinderella feel? It does me. Oh, the Queen of Swords. Look at all this knowledge. I like that. I don't know that I like the ghost part. Like, I feel sad about the ghost part, but I like the books, and it's interesting the knife, or sorry, the sword going down through the apple, which is knowledge, but the apple's like jack-o'-lantern style. Like, holy cow, that's a rough Queen of Swords in my book. The Queen of Pentacles. Oh, she's fantastic. Look at her giant basket just full of stuff. Oh, I love that. I do. Total abundance there. The Queen of Hearts. Wow. Okay, that's really neat, actually. I think that's really neat. It's holding on to the heart down here. Oh, wow. It is dripping blood, so I feel like the Queen of Hearts have kind of been through something, but look at all the overabundance too. Like it's not a shriveled up little heart, right? It's very full of things, and I like that. And I like the cups being up here. Like there's this whole thing going on that's kind of very pleasing when you're looking at it in an artist way. All right, so then we're gonna move on to the King of Cups, or Kings. Ha 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 ha. Okay, Kings. We have King of Cups here. Oh, that's fun. The heart and the brain inside the... Yes, that's cool. Oh, that is so fun. I like that, and how they're kind of like in balance even. Oh, I like that. Okay. The King of Wands. I thought it was a female at first, and so it kind of like took me, I don't know, took me by surprise, I guess. But I like the third eye here, the ambition, the inspiration that's coming from everything in this card, including the fortune telling, right? That's really cool. And the idea of this mystical being, I love that for the King of Wands, I do. And here's the King of Swords. Oh my goodness, look at him. He looks a little worse for the wear, poor guy. Wow. It looks like the sword came down and broke him free of something, but he's really like overwhelmed or exhausted. Look at that exhaustion. Oof. And then we have the King of Pentacles, which is just, very abundant, happy going along his way. He's reaping all his rewards and just having a good old time. I like his crooked little smile. So these were really fun, super fun. I think this deck is going to be a really cool deck to read with and kind of figure out how the cards play off of each other. And up next, we're going to do like the full-on just walkthrough with some music so that we have that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a very great day, and let me know in the comments what you think so far of this deck.